Hey folks, it's Frithgar here, how you doing? Welcome back to Oxygen Not Included. So it's quite cold up this way. If I bring the pipe back over this way and then down that ladder here, we'll sort of come down this way, some way. I need to get across the ladder there. Come down. I brought the pipe out that way, didn't I? Okay, let's go to plumbing. Liquid pipe. And that's where we are at the moment. So then what I want to do is I want to bring the pipe back over this way and I want to join it back in on this side. I'm not so concerned about this bit, and if we have a look at the temperature, it's already heating up by quite a long way. So I'd probably end up just bypassing that entire thing. I don't really know, because then I'll have the cold water coming down. So all of that bit all that extra bit that I did, I don't need to worry about anymore. So we just want to take our liquid pipe, and I'll run it from the I'm actually going to run it from over here, just in case it doesn't actually matter. We can just run it straight from down there. So that's the output pipe on that side. So I'll bring this over here, like that, and I'll run it down here, like this. And we'll bring that down alongside these steps here, and keep bringing it down alongside these steps, and then I want to liquid bridge across here, which is got to be that way round, like that. Liquid pipe, put you down onto there, and then run that pipe down here like this. There, it's going to run right close to where the other one is. And it's going to go here, and it's going to go up that way, and it's going to go over to there. And that is where our liquid pipe is going to ultimately end up going. We've got the heavy watt wire running all the way up through there. I should have this one now running, which should be stuffing a lot more oxygen in through. Yes! Excellent! Now we're talking. We got the oxygen coming in. Look at all this oxygen going through. Right, that is dragging in all the oxygen that we could possibly want. I have got overheat damage happening down here, so again, cooling would be rather good. If I could just get some cooling coming in here somewhere, that would be great. But the oxygen in here, that one's filling up right there. So current load is atmosuit current status full fueled. So what's the bit underneath? That suit in there. And that mode, current status empty. Oxygen, 135 kilos. That one. You've got to have 200 kilos of oxygen in each one. So it's slowly filling that one up with oxygen. So it's able to fill the Atmos suit up really quick. And then you've got that as a charging station, which has a whole load of oxygen on standby as well. So these in here, they're now going to be filling those up. And if we have a look at the ventilation overlay, we'll see that is filling up very quickly. And then once that is filled up, then more of the oxygen is going to be heading down in the other direction. At least that's it. Look, see there, that one is almost completely filled up now. As soon as that one does fill up completely, it should then send all the oxygen in the opposite direction. And what are you at now? 182 kilos. Quite excited about this. I want to see this one fill up completely. I want to see that it does actually happen. 188. We haven't filled this up for a very long time. 189. It's taking its time because it's filling up these others first. And they're running through and using it so quickly that it is taking a bit of time to be able, oh, there we go. No, there's other suits came in and used it. 191, 193. It's surprising how long it takes to fill everything up, isn't it? Like they're coming in. They're working really hard here. I can't fault them for how hard they're working here and everything. I can fault them on the fact that nothing is filling up there. 199, 200. So that is now full in there. That's full. And the gas is backing up. Right, that's good. We want the gas to be backing up. Let's go and have a look in the ventilator. It's backing up that way. So now I've got just the gas from this one. And that oxygen is backing up completely. It shouldn't be. It should also be coming down here. The only way I'm going to bypass that is if I take this pipe here, I run it up, and I drop it into there. And then it will go through these first, and then it will run down and do the others. So I think we will do that. So we're going to take a gas pipe here, and I want to run that up to that point, and I want to bring it into there. So if you could just come along and quickly fill that one up. I got a load of duplicates that are sitting around without a huge amount to go and do. So they could just run in here and top everything up for us. That would be absolutely fantastic. The Atmo suits are now having to recharge. We're on downtime at the moment, so they're not going to do it for a second. And then that should loop round and then start filling these up down here with oxygen, which would be absolutely great. Pipe there is almost done. I got a lot of heavy wire here still to build, and I've got those still to build. The rest of this stuff up here is doing nicely. If I remove that one in there, that is everything being built out and done how I would like. And then I've got the 2 thermo aqua tuners that we want to build as well. They'll take a minute to really get underway. But what we'll end up with is we're going to end up with a whole load of oxygen. So we're going to, like, high temperature is going to end up coming up here. We're going to have serious problems with high temperature. It's not going to be serious problems for us. It's not a problem. It just means that everything up here is going to melt. Right? All of this water up here, all this ice that we're seeing all the way up here, that's going to start melting. These are going to start outputting a lot more temperature. That's going to melt, and then that water is all going to drain down this way. All of this is going to melt as well. And it's going to come down these steps, all the way down here, and we've got a supply of water continuously filling up our large pool down this side. That's what I'm hoping will happen in here. Right. Pause a second. Ventilation. Gas pipe. So that bit up there, I need this to be removed. No, I don't. I want that bridge there to be removed, don't I? Isn't that what I want? Ventilation. Yeah, why is that not pushing down that way? I guess all the pipes only go one way, so I do actually need to remove that one and that one. Now, everything is going one way. And it's going through here, and then it's pumping down this way. And it's pumping in pretty fast as well. So now we go and have a look at this, and I look at that Atmo suit right there, and you can see just how quickly it's now starting to fill up. And that's going to have to go through and fill up all of the Atmo suits in there, plus keep the others full. But I don't think that's going to be much of a problem. We can actually see quite clearly the Atmo suits are filling up, and they're doing a really good job of it. I've got all of those pipes are built all the way up through. I'm waiting on there, but that would be down to the metal ore. Iron ore, 6.2 tons. Right, we're running a bit low on iron ore. That's igneous rocks here. There's iron ore. Igneous rock, granite. That's iron ore in there. Alright, I do have the iron ores. We just got to wait for it a little bit. I don't really want to set a major digging project going on down here until I've got these suits filled up. And I know that I've definitely got enough iron materials and stuff in here for use for the whole thing. I've got a load of iron ore over here as well. They've gone and dug it up. They just haven't had a use for it yet. Look at all the water we've got down here. Right, there is water absolutely everywhere. That hydroponic farm... that seems to be alright. I don't know if it's not working properly or something, but I'm starting to... Food is becoming a bit of an issue, I think. Definitely becoming a bit of an issue. Right. I'm back on a new recording session, and what I've got at the moment is this building, but I need to make some slight changes to this. I was curious how this would work, and Had a couple of like ideas about what I wanted to do, but also what I wanted to make sure wouldn't happen. So I run a few tests, and I'm kind of glad I did, because it's going to save us some time. I got to make some alterations up there. I have noticed that I got a building down here that is broken. It's overheating. So we've either got to wait and put in copper ore, which we've got... No, we have no copper ore. Or we got to change this round. Now, it's going to get really hot if I keep it there. So what I'm thinking is, if that one is removed, if I deconstruct that one completely, and instead I rebuild it and put it over here, then the water is going to be automatically draining into there. And that bottle emptier, we could also put that one over here, and then remove the need for this pool altogether. Or at least we can just have the liquid pump shut off so that it's not running continuously. I mean, we could actually leave the bottle emptier there and have the pump just switch this one off. So if I disable that building, that way it's not running continuously. We can leave the water in there, and then when it fills up a little bit, because the bottle emptier, then we can see about emptying it. So that one there, we will have that one deconstructed, and then we will rebuild it over here, which means that we need to build a new bit of base first. So we want to go into the mesh tile. We're also limited a bit on what we can use. We got gold is decor plus 10. Wolframite we don't really have a lot of. We got iron ore. Or gold amalgam. We'll use iron ore for it, because I want to do it out of mesh tiles. You've got airflow tiles that do not obstruct... mesh tile. Airflow. Block liquid but not gas. And then mesh, which don't block either. So I'm going to put that one down, and I'm going to put it here. I'm going to put a line of that all the way along. I'm going to leave that one where it is, so that the dupes can jump across, and then we'll have that one. I'm actually thinking that we could build two of them on top of here. Right, we should have enough natural gas coming through. We could build two of them. That way we're not going to be wasting and losing any of our natural gas, which would be pretty cool. And that's a constant supply going into there. So if I was to put one down there and then leave a little bit of a gap and put down another one, I've got two of these, and they will be draining straight into the pool. So we've got that little bit. I do also need to do some power. Now we've got heavy watt wire. Again, that's going to have to be iron ore or gold rather than anything else. Although, see, conductive, right, this does max power 20 kilowatts. Conductive wire is 2 kilowatts. Heavy watt conductive wire carries more wattage than regular wire. I think the conductive wire... prefer the look of conductive wire to the regular raggedy stuff. So it's less of an issue for them, but this requires the clean looking stuff in here. And I've only got 1400 copper, so we're going to need to use iron rather than the prettier stuff, because that's all we've got at the moment. And we join it together using the... Except I don't want to use the heavy watt on there. Not the conductive stuff. I want to use the regular. That's 50 kilowatts, though. This is only 20 kilowatts. Decor minus 25. Decor minus 20. Radius 4 tiles. Radius 6 tiles. So that stuff is better. That stuff there is definitely better than just the regular heavy watt wire. Except... I'm gonna, like, if I go into here, just use the iron ore. I'm gonna use that for a minute. We'll put that one through there, and I'm gonna join it straight onto... Oh, I can't go through... Oh. Right, I can't go through the door with it. Which means that I've got to go through another route with it. Now, I'm also thinking that we... change this round so that that door, we can leave that open. I want to seal this off. That's another thing. People were pointing out that I don't have this as a sealed environment, and maybe I should. And I'm thinking, yeah, you're probably right. We ought to have this as a sealed-off environment. So we'll make this in here nicer for the dupes. They can go in here. They can work. So if I build a ladder up there like that, and then I dig out this like that, and I'm thinking I'm just gonna put a bit of base. Actually, yeah, we'll let's cancel that. Remove that a second and go tile here like this. I'll change these doors round so that that one is not that the mechanized airlock goes over here, and then this doesn't need. We'll still have an airlock on here. We'll put one of those on there. So I'm going to remove that one a minute. Deconstruct. That one there I'm also going to deconstruct. So let's get started on there. We've got a couple of little jobs that I want them to come in and do. We'll start off by changing that around. I've also got the wires and everything that we're building at the top that I need to go and change. They're coming in here to go and do it. We've removed that lot now. So then what I want to do is take that bit of wire and deconstruct it. Let's get someone to come over and do that a second. There we go. And then I want to go back into the power. I want to take the wire here. I want to bring that along this way and go up there. And then I want to go into the base. I want to take a mechanized airlock and I'll drop that one on there. And I want a manual airlock on here just to help protect against any liquid spills that might happen in here. That can deconstruct, and the other bit of fire pole can deconstruct as well, because we're not going to need them in here. We just want it to sort of come down around there. So we'll let that lot build up. They're building up this over here, and then we want to go all the way up here. So now this up here, heavy watt wire, that is all iron ore that's required for building that. There's a lot of iron ore required for building it. That one there I want to cancel. That one there I want to cancel. I need to change this around ever so slightly. Not massively, but I do need to change it around a bit. So we want to go, first of all, tile here, here. Obstructed by heavy watt wire right there. That one cancel, and then go here to the power and go to heavy watt joint plate right there. Take that as an iron ore one, and that's going to drop into there. And then I'm going to go here, and I'm going to put a tile and a tile right there. Then I'm going to go here, I'm going to put a ladder on each side of this wall like this, and I'm going to dig those out like that. There, so I'm going to dig that lot out. That's what I'm going to do to start off with. There will be other things that are going to happen with this just to make it work properly, but we'll worry about that in a bit. Mostly I want to get this set up first, so that we've got the whole natural gas generator has been removed out of the way. We've got copper ore down here. I got a load of power line down here, this heavy watt wire. See, I've turned that one off. I could leave that one. Those are coming through. That's some filters and stuff in there. That is an oxygen gen. What's that? That's a carbon skimmer there. All right, let's go back to power a second, and I want to remove those. That's what I want to do. We'll take those out of the way so that then they can be used elsewhere. This here will get built up. It'll take a little while for them to build that up, but it will get built up, and it will be absolutely fine and tickety-boo and absolutely wonderful. They're digging this bit out right here, so we will... I'm keeping that there, but I'm also hoping that we'll get a bit of oxygen building up in here. I mean, I could do that by putting a mesh tile in here and allowing it to sort of accumulate in here a bit. We might not. I'm not really sure at the moment, but I want that one as the mechanized airlock. I think that's going to work quite nicely. We've got our Atmos suits coming down here. We've got the oxygen supply going into them. I've got my oxygen supply over here that is feeding into those, and that's all working absolutely beautifully. So we can let that, we'll just keep building in here. And then we can, once that's constructed, then we can get the rest of it all sort of joined in together. I've still got a lot of building to do over here. Alright, we've still got a lot of stuff that's got to be built and joined in. Now, the other thing that I wanted to do was I wanted to not just... I had 3 of them, but I don't want 3 of them just running continuously, because it's not going to work very well for us. So we're going to I'm going to put in some automation into this. I'd like to automate it a lot more than what I've got just at the moment. And to start off with, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a liquid reservoir and I'm going to use that. But before I do that, I want to go to plumbing and actually want to remove the plumbing that I've got right here. So I want to get rid of that. Now, part of the reason that I want to get rid of some of this is... Wait a minute, that's the bit that's going up. Alright, you know what, we'll get rid of that as well. I get rid of it to there, at least, and then we can sort of figure it out. So, basically, what is going to happen is I want the water feeding into here, and then the hot water will come out. But in my little test that I ran, because I was curious about this, it didn't immediately mix together. You had one pocket of really hot water and then one pocket of much cooler water, and that didn't work for the system that I had up here. So what I want to do is I want to stick all the water into a reservoir, and I'm hoping that what that does is that it evens out the temperature, and then from there I can send the water up round here to be cooled down through the thermo aquatuner. At least this is what I'm hoping. Now, I don't know if this is actually going to work or not. We'll have to wait and see. I need to wait for the rest of that to be built now before I do any more. There is one other bit that I want to do. Curious how I'm going to make it work. I got plenty of water dribbling down through here at the moment. I don't need to worry about any of that water. I got automation running around here. Oh, that's the I got the automation wire over there. That's another thing that I want to do. If I go into the automation here, I want to remove that wire. I'm going to go all the way along over to here. Bring that up to there, like that, and then instead of having it on that bit, we go back into the automation and we go to the wire here. I want that to run along here and join those two in. So hopefully that will work all right in there. And I'm gonna also want some automation in here. Now, first up, I want to have a liquid reservoir. I want to have one of these. That's going to go right there. I'm going to plonk that one down. And then I'm going to be using a bit of automation coming out of that. So we've got utilities. It's plumbing that I want. And I want liquid pipe thermo sensor. And then we've got liquid valve. Controls the liquid volume permitted through the pipes. Liquid filter. Liquid shut-off. Connects to an automation grid. Sends a green signal when selected liquid is detected within a pipe. Green or a red signal. It's that one there that I want. Liquid pipe sensor, the thermo sensor right there. I want to take that one. And I want to use that coming out of here so that I can detect the thermo range. Right, what do we do? That one's the output. So the input is actually the lower one on here. So it's got to be down there, except that that's not going to work. So it's going to have to go... we'll put it there, like that. And then we'll go to plumbing. We'll go to liquid pipe. So that's the return leg up there. And this is the output leg. So we're going to need to remove that. There. And there is my thermo what's-me-nots-it, which is going to work out just great. And then I can remove all of those as well. And then we need to redo this plumbing. So what I want the plumbing to be, I've got an output pipe on there. That's going to go across. It's going to go through there. And then it's going to go to that point right there. And I then want liquid shut-off. I'm going to put those over on this side just because it's easier rather than over here. You know what? No, we don't. I can just move that. There's no reason that I can't go and just move that wall, is there? So if I was to put this wall over here, it's going to make it a little bit easier. Cancel those. Keep the wall over this side and remove that wall. Like that. I'll go and deliver everything in, and we want to keep this bit separate there. So they've gone and done that. If I dig there and there and there, they should be able... Well, they'll get into that one, and then if I go and I dig that bit, remove the bleach stone, they'll go in here, they'll put in the granite and stuff in on that side. And they should be able to reach this one as well. I also want to put in... Yeah, I'll let them put that bit in there and deliver it. And then I want to go here into the base. And I just want to put that up there. So that I've got it completely put in. They're picking up the stuff here as well. Picking up the bleach stone, stuff like that. Right. Everything's way too hot up here. I know that it's all way too hot. I've still got them coming in and doing building works over here. Buildings lack resources. Metal ore. I've got 5 tons of iron ore left, so we're all right for that. Refined metal, I've got 11 tons of iron and a bit of copper as well. I've got the materials to go and build all of this. That one is ready to roll. Trying to do a few things at once here. I want to get this gas back online. So we go to ventilation. I go to gas pipe right here. So I've got coming in right there, the filter. That one there is the natural gas output. I need to get that natural gas now going over to there. So I've got to redirect it around here and go over a couple of little bits. So we're going to need to put in a few gas bridges right here just to allow us to get everything across where it's got to go. So you're going to go straight... Actually, you're going to go across here. You're going to go that way. I'm going to have one across there, and I'm going to have one across there like that. There's no reason to do any different to that. And I've got an output pipe right there. Take the gas pipe here and first up remove that one, and that one. That's the natural gas has got to be taken out of there. And we can go back into the ventilation pipe in here. It's that coming out of there that we want. So this is going to extend up this way. It's going to join into there, and it's going to go into there, and then it's going to go up, and it's going to go across into... Well, unfortunately, that's all we've got time for a little while. We need to let the replicants rest. So if you've enjoyed this episode, then please head down below and give us a like. And if you really enjoyed it, then please tell your friends all about me. Get them to come and watch as well. That would be awesome. And I am just going to drag out this farewell just a tiny little bit, just so that there is enough space and time on the screen to put up a couple lots of you absolutely wonderful supporters of the channel. You should be seeing some of your names coming up now. So until next time, thank you very much for watching. This is Frithgar. Goodbye, and see you later.